East Gold Coast. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll go play action with Nix. Short throw to Smith. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
The Steelers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw is Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Nix to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
brings up second and 7.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's DK Metcalf running his slant. He's got it. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Johnson to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. Oh, able to avoid him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Steelers set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw, here's Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
A 1-yard pickup.
Nix from the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson gets past one man. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed and go for a touchdown, the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And this this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing Nix. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Now it's Nix. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Play action, here's Nix. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Here's Nix once more. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon, You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Here's second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucks first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Mayfield to the left side. He gets this one to Ibuka. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And this is Cam Scattaboo. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They're going to need to play, to be frank, more inspired football here in the third and fourth quarters.
You have to believe that the coaches at the half talk to them about hitting the reset button. Let's start over again like we're starting the game, okay?
Like you're playing a video game.
Almost like a video game, exactly. But where's the intensity? Where's the focus? Show the preparation that we had in practice, and let's put it into action.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. Complete to Bucky Irving. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Nick Cross on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. A little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A first carry for Rashad White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, kick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Steelers nothing.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Next to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
To throw is Nix. Austin is there and brings in another one. From the 21, here's the second down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the Bucks.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Nix looking to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
First and 10.
Mayfield down. The killer here is complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Steelers.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 18 more yards here and another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
Nix's pass
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff for Warren. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now Mayfield and the Bucks come up on 1st and 10.
At their own 11. And he'll drop here to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
At the 15-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
That's good. We're on first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Irving.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Right back to him on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll find Metcalf.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for us.
On the run, it's Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Now run with Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now it's Nix.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going. It's Nix.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 17.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Steelers.
Here's Nix. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Nix over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll run the draw with Irvin.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, this is Godwin.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Baker going to give it to Irvin.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.